Hi everyone and welcome to iTuitions. In this session, I'm going to show you how to write and simplify ratios. Let's start by looking at what is a ratio. A ratio is a comparison of quantities. We use ratios to compare a part to a part, or a part to a whole, or a whole to a part. We can write ratios in its simplest form by dividing each quantity by the highest common factor. Let's look at an example. We have a bowl of apples and oranges. There are 10 pieces of fruit altogether. 4 are apples and 6 are oranges. We can compare the quantities using ratios. For example, what is the ratio of apples to oranges? We would write this as 4 to 6 because we have 4 apples and 6 oranges. We use the colon to represent the word to. But why isn't this written as 6 to 4? Well, because the apples were mentioned first. It says what is the ratio of apples to oranges. Therefore, we take the apples to be the first quantity in the ratio. However, if the question asked what is the ratio of oranges to apples, then the ratio would be 6 to 4. Now, this was an example of a ratio comparing a part to part. Let's look at an example on comparing a part to a whole. For example, what is the ratio of apples to the total fruit in the bowl? Well, the ratio would be 4 to 10 because we have 4 apples and we have 10 pieces of fruit altogether. We can also compare whole to a part, and this would mean, for example, what is the ratio of the total fruit in the bowl to the oranges in the bowl? Therefore, the ratio would be 10 to 6. If we said the total fruit to apples, then it would be 10 to 4. The order is important, and you must always write what is mentioned first. Now, in this slide, I'm going to show you how to simplify ratios. Ratios can be simplified in the same way as fractions. We divide the quantities by the highest common factor. For example, let's do 9 to 12. And I'm going to start by listing the factors of each quantity. The factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Now the highest common factor is 3. Therefore, we will divide the 9 by 3 and the 12 by 3. And when we do this, we get 3 to 4. And this is in its simplest form now. Have a go at this question. Pause the video and then check your answers. Becky has 15 sweets and John has 25 sweets. Write the number of Becky's sweets to John's as a ratio in its simplest form. So this would be 15 to 25. The highest common factor is 5. Therefore, we would divide 15 by 5 and 25 by 5, which would give us 3 to 5. Now, in the next set of slides, I'm going to show you some exam-style questions. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel for more videos. Welcome back, everyone. Let's have a look at some exam-style questions. Lucy has some apples and bananas. The ratio of apples to bananas is 2 to 3. Lucy has 14 apples, and we need to work out how many bananas she has. Well, the ratio 2 to 3 is written in its simplest form. We know that because Lucy has 14 apples, not 2. And we need to use the ratio 2 to 3 to work out how many bananas she has, which means we need to go back to the original ratio before it was simplified. Now, to work this out, we need to divide the 14 by the 2, and we get 7, which means the 2 has been multiplied by 7 to get 14. And we must do the same to the 3. We must multiply it by 7, which will tell us how many bananas Lucy has. And it's 21. Let's have a look at another example. A piece of string is 260 centimeters long. Mr. Stanley cuts it into 3 pieces in the ratio 1 to 3 to 6. We want to work out the length of the longest piece of string, which is going to be for the 6. Now when you add 1, 3 and 6 together, we get 10. So we know that this ratio is written in its simplest form, because the piece of string before it was cut was 260 centimeters. So again, we need to find the highest common factor, but we have to do it in reverse order. So from 10 to get 260, it's been multiplied by 26. And we need to do the same to each quantity. Multiply it by 26. Which gives us 26 to 78 to 156. If you add these up, you'll come back to 260 centimeters. So the longest piece of string is 156 centimeters. Now have a go at these practice questions. I've put the answers in the description box of the video. So good luck. Thank you for watching and subscribe to my channel for more videos.